This is a winter pot roast. And the reason it is a winter pot roast is because we're supposed to be having a severe storm. So instead of making this on Sunday, I'm making a Saturday pot roast in case something goes out and we don't have power. So I'm doing Sunday dinner on Saturday today. So you will get this tomorrow. The only sad part is if our power goes out, I can't watch those football games. I'm going to be devastated. Oh, you know what? I probably can make sure my phone's charged. Didn't even think of that. I just thought of that. You know I love football. The reason I decided to make a pot roast today is because I want pure comfort food. I want mashed potatoes and gravy or rice and gravy. I haven't decided which one I'm going to do yet, but both sound great to me. I love rice because I sleep all night. If I eat rice for dinner, I sleep all night long. But I love mashed potatoes, and I'm going to have green beans, and we're going to fill this pot right here with some delicious flavor with this pot roast. Okay, so I've got my onion ready to go, and you can put mushrooms, whatever you want, in your pot. But I'm going to go ahead and we are going to brown this pot roast. And I'm going to go ahead, we're going to cook ours in the oven, in the Dutch oven. So I'm going to go ahead and put it on the stove. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put in just a little bit of olive oil. Okay, I have about a 3-pound chuck roast here. Nothing fancy, just a simple. They're so expensive, so I want to make sure I add plenty of flavor to this pot roast. We want to be able to make sandwiches the next day or make a pot of soup with it. We don't want to waste any of this pot roast. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to kind of pat it dry a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and season it with just some simple pepper. A little bit of salt. And this is kind of a big, 3 pounds of meat, so we want to make sure we get that flavor in there. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and rub this salt and pepper in. Now we're going to do the same thing to the other side. I don't know how about everybody else, if you're expecting a storm or what's happening in I guess 40 states are involved. So I don't know what's going to happen here. I guess I'm one of those people that, well, I don't look at the weather, okay? I don't think about the weather. I just live life and whatever comes that day. But thank goodness I have family members like my son Joey and my husband who are weather crazy, okay? So I don't have to worry about the weather. They will inform me. All right, so that is pretty dry. Let me wash my hands and we're gonna get it. We've got our oil heating up in there and we're gonna put it in, we're gonna cook it on all sides. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna cook my onions in it. I just find that I want more and more flavor, and if I go ahead and cook my onions first, it just gives it more flavor. We're just going to put them in there for a couple minutes, and then we're going to put in our pot roast. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and put our pot roast in right in between the onions. I have a lot of carrots, so I'm definitely going to put a lot of carrots in this. My husband loves carrots, and he will enjoy, he'll eat these for days, honestly. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and scrape my carrots. These are so little. Okay, we're going to wash them. All right, now, so we're going to go ahead and dice up our carrots. We're just going to kind of make them, and kind of, we don't want real small pieces. We kind of want nice size pieces because we don't want them to disintegrate in our crock pot. Okay, there's another item that's going in our crock pot. I mean, did I say crock pot? We're not putting in our Dutch oven. I'm not putting this in the crock pot. I'm going to go ahead and take it off the heat. So we're going to pop this in our oven at 400 degrees. I'm going to go ahead and just start laying my carrots and everything around the sides. And our onions are in the bottom, and they are making this smell amazing. I'm just telling you, it's amazing. I'm going to go ahead and put in a package of Lipton soup mix. I'm going to pour in about 1/4 of a cup of peppercennio juice. And then I'm going to put in some peppercennios. This is why I call it a winter pot roast, because it's between a Mississippi and a southern pot roast. So we're kind of doing it a little bit at the same time. This is one of my husband's favorite ways to make pot roast, and it looks beautiful. All right, we're going to pour in a jar of mushrooms, and this is completely optional. That's what we're going to do. I pour the juice and all right in. Now, I'm going to put in a gravy in here, and it's called caramelized onion and thyme gravy. Guys, this is so good. I mean, it is really good. And I'm just going to pour it right in. It's awesome. Okay, now I have put in about 1/2 cup of water, and we're just going to pour it right in our pan. Okay, so we've got our gravy, we've got our pepperoncinis. Now, what else are we going to put in here? Okay, we're going to put in some minced garlic. We're going to put in about 1 tablespoon of minced garlic. And then we're going to put in 1/2 stick of butter, unsalted butter. Okay, we're going to put in about, I know it seems like a lot, and you don't have to put everything in it. If you don't have it, don't go out and, buy a bunch of stuff. But this is just, I have this, and this is a recipe that I normally use, so, because it's just everything I have in the house. We're putting in about 2 tablespoons of red wine vinegar. Now we're going to put in 1 tablespoon of brown sugar, and this is 1/2 tablespoon. So we're going to put in 1 tablespoon of packed brown sugar. Trust me. And we're going to put in about 1 tablespoon of Worcestershire, and that's going to give it a real beefy flavor. And we're done. We are done. I told you this is a Mississippi pot roast meets a Southern cook. Okay, we're going to put this on the stove, and we're going to bring it up to a, not a boil, but a nice simmer, and then we're going to put it in the oven for 2 hours. And we're not going to touch the lid. We're not going to touch anything. To a simmer. It didn't take it but a couple seconds to bring it up to a simmer. Now we're going to put it in our 400-degree oven for 2 hours. You know what? I decided just to make it very simple, since my pot roast has got to cook for a couple hours in the oven. I said 2 to 3 hours. I said I'm gonna go ahead and make rice. It'll stay warm, and a rice cooker makes the perfect rice. And no, I'm not sponsored, and no, I'm not trying to sell you a rice cooker. I did have this in my Amazon store, but I believe they were all sold out. So I'm not trying to sell you anything. Matter of fact, I'm gonna show you a rice cooker that I got at a thrift store for $10, and it was a very expensive rice cooker. So I advise you, you can go buy appliances at thrift stores that have never even been opened. Never even been opened. Matter of fact, I have a bread machine that I got probably 10 years ago, and I paid $10 for it, brand new in the box. I took it out of the paper and everything, and it's been working for 10 years. 10 years. All right, we're going to wash our rice. We're going to do a cup of rice. Okay, I'm just going to pour it right in. So we're going to go ahead and put in a cup and a half of water, a teaspoon of salt, and that is it. And then we just plug it in and turn it on. Okay, so we are going to turn this on. We are going to just turn it right on, and it will heat up, and we'll have rice whenever the pot roast is ready, and it'll still stay warm. And I can go over if the warm goes off. I think it stays warm 2 or 3 hours. So we've got it covered. So now we have our pot roast on with our carrots. We have our rice on. So now we need a green vegetable. Okay, guys, so I have some green beans, and they're the Italian green beans, and they're frozen. And we're going to put them in a pot, and we're going to cook them, and we're going to put them on low, and they'll simmer away, and they'll be ready when dinner is. I'm just going to put them right in our pan. I saved this. Okay, we have our green beans in our water, and they're just the Pixie Sweet Italian green beans. I love these. These are a little bit wider green bean. I love them. Okay, I have a little bit of bacon grease. And one of you told me on the comments that Walmart or somewhere sold bacon grease. Can you imagine selling bacon grease? I had no clue. I've been saving mine for, my mama saved hers, my grandma saved hers. I just don't know anybody who didn't save bacon grease, and I've just always saved it. So, and I've always used a little bit in my vegetables, just how it goes. A teaspoon of salt. And salt's going to really bring out the green beans. If you want your vegetables to be flavorful. You know, a lot of people make vegetables and they're plain, and they're just vegetables. Well, even if you don't put bacon grease in them, you got to put some salt in them. Salt's going to at least make it taste good, okay? Salt and pepper are going to make it taste really good. A little bit of bacon grease is great, or a little bit of olive oil, whichever you want. My little dog's wanting to come in. It's cold. All right, I'm going to turn that on high, and then I'm going to bring it up to a boil, and then I'm going to put a lid on it and keep it on low, and it'll be perfect because I like my beans falling apart, okay? And I had a little bit of onion left in the refrigerator, and that really helps give it some flavor too. So if you don't have bacon grease or olive oil, just take out some onion and just kind of give it a little bit of chop. Throw it right in. You don't need a lot. Throw it right in your green beans. That's it. So now we're going to need some kind of bread or something like that to go with our Sunday dinner. Okay, guys, let's check on that pot roast, see what it's looking like. That pot roast. There's mushrooms and carrots, onions. Oh my goodness, that gravy. Oh Okay, I think our pot roast needs about another hour. 3 hours in the oven. Okay guys, let's get that pot roast out of the oven. My husband's like, I want to eat. Look at that pot roast. Oh my gosh. We're gonna eat. Okay, we have our pot roast, our rice, and our green beans. There's our rice. Here's our green beans. They are looking so good. They are looking really good. See how the rice cooker just makes perfect rice. It is just perfect. You can freeze it and, oh, I love it. Look at that pot roast. It just cuts like so tender. Look at that. And that gravy. Look at that. That's beautiful. The carrots look caramelized because we put that little bit of brown sugar in there. The rice is perfect. That pot roast is so tender and has so much flavor. We're gonna try it. It just falls right off the bone. You guys, that is so good. Our green bean, oh my gosh. That's so good. The green beans. Those carrots are fork tender, but they're still intact. They're not mushy. They're perfect. The mushrooms, the rice, oh my gosh. So good. Thank you guys for watching, for commenting, for coming and hanging out with me in my kitchen. I know it was a long day because we had to let that pot roast cook, but I'm telling you, absolutely one of the best pot roast I've ever made. It really is. It is a winter pot roast. It is a Mississippi pot roast that meets North Carolina Southern style. I'm telling you, it is delicious. You guys are the best, sweetest, kindest audience on YouTube. I would not have a channel without you. I would not be here having something to look forward to every day without you. You are YouTube, you are kind, you are loving, and I adore you. I just want you to know I adore you. Thank you for watching, for commenting, for coming and hanging out with me in my kitchen. You always tell me you wished I was your neighbor. I wished you were mine. You are the best. Guys, go. You are my family. You guys go. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.